The categories are Little White Lie, questions to do with Starkid, oh my, questions to do with OMG and short films, and then random questions.
I'll take random questions. Yeah. I'll take random questions for 200. We're gonna do it like Jeopardy, and he's gonna decide.
Okay. Right.
Random questions for 200. It's a $200 question. 1,000 would be the most important question, and 100 would be the least important question.
Okay.
So random questions for 200.
Okay, let's go. Where were you born?
I was born in California.
California. Okay.
I'll say Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
He's wrong, so he just lost. He's negative 200 now. I was born in California, Northern California.
Okay.
You pick the next question. Little White Lie for 500.
Okay. What was the writing process like for Little White Lie?
It was a, man, I haven't thought about it in a long time. It was a relatively long process. We wrote about 130 pages of like episodes of material. And basically what we did was we split up a little bit of the writing to where I think in the later we conceptualized and conceived it all together. And then when we were confident in how the episodes worked and how the story worked, we just kind of chose episodes to write. And me and Matt wrote a lot of I think me and Matt wrote a lot of the later episodes that you see. Yeah. So the last slew of episodes, me and Matt worked on together, and we would just hang out and try to make each other laugh, and that's about it. So yeah, that's the writing process. You guys wrote naked, right? We wrote naked quite a bit. Oh, don't tell them that.
Awesome. Would you like to pick another category?
900. OMG for 900.
Oh, okay. How did it feel to see your work come to life?
How did it feel to what?
See your work come to life.
See my work come to life. Yeah, when you had your first job. So like when I watched the movie for the first time?
Yeah.
And it was complete?
Yeah.
Or during the process?
Okay, we'll say when it was complete.
When it was complete, I sat down, we watched it right before we went to the Holiday Club one night. We watched it right before, right? Or did we watch it after? Might have been after. We went to the Holiday Club, and a couple of us came back. Jeff came back. Jeff, I don't know if you know this, but Jeff helped a lot in OMG, especially during the editing, throughout the entire process. Yeah, he acted in it. He did sound for it. He did sound editing for it. And he helped talk me through it when it was in the beginning stages. So I'm a very good boom holder. Just impeccable boom holder. Not union, but when I watched it for the first time, I was really happy. I was really excited. It had turned out really well. I was pretty excited at how many of my friends helped out and pulled it together, and just seeing it all together as one cohesive, coherent thing was I was really happy. It was and sharing it with people and people liking it, or people responding to it made me even more happy. So yeah, it was a small victory.
Did it live up to your expectations? Was it what you expected?
It lived up pretty good. There were a lot of complications that couldn't have been avoided. So all things considered, I don't think I could have filmed anything better than what was made. When I watch it now, I see things that could have been done differently. And
such as?
What? We're also shooting for a very strict deadline, and there was a lot of technical things that just could not be avoided because of how strict our deadline was, and we were doing Batman at the time. So all things considered, I think it turned out just as good as how I could have hoped for it to turn out. So,
what would you have changed about it if you could?
I would have taken out a scene. I would have added a couple. I would have taken out I would have rewritten the Joe and Brian scene when they're on the porch, I would
Yeah.
have rewritten that. That was going to be the next scene that was going to be rewritten because I rewrote a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
But that scene I didn't have time to rewrite, so we had to shoot as is. But I would have rewritten that one because I don't think it was. I think there's a scene between them that belongs in the movie, but I don't think that particular scene that's in it is that scene. I also would have. I would have shot a shot. I don't even know if it's possible, but I would try to get a shot of the stars for that scene.
Yeah.
When he looks up and says, "Oh, I've been to space," I would have tried to get a shot of the stars, but I don't think I would have been able to. So it probably would have ended up being something I did in the post editing, which would have looked terrible. So probably would
Taking it out anyway. Yeah.
And I did want to shoot, but I forgot to do it. I wanted to shoot a scene of what Brian is looking at, what Brian sees when he turns to the left and looks into a room. When he's following Joe down the hallway into a room, he looks into a room, and I had wanted to film what was in the room, but I completely forgot. What was in the room?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted to film something. I wanted to take two actors and go in the room and figure out what was in the room. It's hard for me to say what would have been in the room now because I don't know what would have been in the room. I would have had to have two actors, and we would have had to have come up with it together, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I imagine he's looking at something that bothers him. That's about it.
Well, this kind of leads on to the next question, so I suppose I might as well go there. Will there be an OMG 2?
Hey Jeff, come here. Jeff and I have an idea for an OMG 2. We actually have an idea for a trilogy, but it's set in Antarctica. That's not true. It's not. Takes place 5 years after the events of the first movie. I don't want to spoil too much. Harvey Dent is dead in it. Essentially, there is a meteor, a cult, and a baby in this movie. In no particular order, a baby. But the idea was that we could possibly go up to. Jeff has a lake house that we could possibly go up to and shoot it. But I do not know if. Is it possible? It's on the verge. It's on the fence of being possible and not being possible. It's really big. It's a bigger idea. If the demand was big enough, I don't know. It'd be just a petition.
There was so many people that asked me to ask about OMG2. Do you know what I mean? Like, I only have 500 followers, and then so many people.
Dylan also lives in Chicago, or in LA now.
Yeah.
And so I would. It would be hard for me to film it without Dylan because I like, even though Dylan is in small amount of it, I really like what Dylan did, and it would be hard for me to imagine this group of because everyone would be back.
Yeah.
And it would be hard for me to imagine the movie without Dylan.
It'd be weird without Dylan.
What?
It would be weird without Dylan, like, just, even though,
yeah. It would be bizarre, and I don't know if we'd be able, it'd definitely be a challenge. I also think it's getting a little too late in the summer. I think it's a movie that needs to be shot when it's warm out.
Yeah.
So if it happens, it would probably happen. Probably this summer or not. But there's always the off chance that maybe next summer we all decide, hey, let's go up to Jeff's lake house for a couple days and shoot a sequel. I think it's going to happen because I would like to be doing other things by then. So I don't know if it's going to happen. It was sort of this summer or no. It was.
Well, the summer's not over yet, so.
There's I don't know. There's other projects that are in the pipeline, so it's like it'd be difficult. But it'd be really cool. really cool. Maybe just paint the picture of the movie. Yeah, that's really cool. Because the movie's really cool, and then the third one's even better. The third one takes place in space. Yeah. The third one entirely takes place in space, and I think it also takes place on an alien planet. So that would be the. I think it probably would take place a little bit. I don't think they get there, but you think they? I think they would get to the alien planet.
Have you written those two, the next two yet, or is this just ideas like?
They're just in there. They're just the old noggin. We just talked about it one day, and we just decided what if there was. Because I had no intention of making a second one at all. This was a one and done thing that I made for a contest. But then we heard people were interested in making a second one. So we sat down and we're like, what would it be if there was a second one? What would it be like? And so we just started talking about the characters and where we could go with them. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
That's really disappointing.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you. Never know. You also never know.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, what was the hardest part of filming it? Of filming the whole thing?
OMG.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part was filming it while because we were doing Batman at the time. It was the opening week of Batman. And it was the only. There were 2 days. There was only supposed to be 1 day of filming, but it ended up taking longer. And I think just the time restraints were the hardest thing. Trying to get the entire thing shot available was probably the hardest thing. Just getting everyone together and getting all the shots that needed to be in the movie was very, very difficult. The second day of shooting, I was just running around. I had a really long shot list that I thought was going to be impossible, and I did not think the movie was going to get done. And I was just sprinting around. We were doing one takes of everything. So it's good, and it's good that we had such good actors to be able to do the one takes. Because if they were bad actors, oh man, they've never gotten done.
How long did the filming take altogether?
The first day we shot for about 4 hours, I want to say. We shot from 6 to... Actually, I think we shot for 6 hours the first day. We shot the party. We just shot the scene where they're all talking about the video. And that's the only one with everybody in it.
Yeah.
And we just improvised a lot. And we did the scene that was written. And then the second day we filmed everything else. And we started at 4 p.m. and we ended at 11. So I guess that's
7 hours.
7 plus 6, 13. Took 13 hours to film.
Well, that's incredible though. For 13 hours, like it was pretty perfect. Like, well, to us anyway.
Yeah, I mean it turned out. I mean, I was very excited with how it turned out. I'm a fan. My mother. My mother told me she didn't like it.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Why?
She said, saw the movie and she's like, the dialogue, I feel like you just took it too seriously. And I was like, it's supposed to be funny. Yeah. Mom, it's supposed to have a laugh. It's supposed to be funny. And silly. And she was just like, I didn't get it. And she told me that.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. She's always supportive of stuff.